If you're in court, you're presumed to be a person. And if you rebut that, then you're out. They don't have anything to do with you. So
right.
Common law, not common law, it doesn't matter. Just if you get dragged before a man or a woman wearing a black robe claiming to be a judge, it's real simple. You just say, I'm only a man and an idiot to the Law Society. Does someone here claim I do wrong?
That's right.
It's that short and simple.
You're out immediately. You're absolutely right.
I know.
You're out immediately.
I know.
They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear anything from you. They don't want to see anything from you, and they're just going to carry on. They're going to carry on and find the legal person guilty.
Right. And if they ask if you're the person, you can say, I believe that person was created and is owned by the state of Ohio, North Carolina, wherever you were born, and say, I can notify the principal if that will help you.
Yeah, you know, I guess you better, get in touch with the Secretary of State or the governor, because I believe they're in control of that legal person.
Exactly. And it's really quite simple. It doesn't matter about common law. Just don't be the person, because that's the only thing they have authority over.
Well, the only good thing that I do, see, if you do that, they're going to still take you into custody and all that wonderful stuff. And what I do under the common law, I go, oh, yeah, and by the way, Judge Bob, that you did see my common law suit here, my common law claim, that man who flashed a blue light in my rearview mirror, he trespassed upon me. And I require you to hear that matter at this time as well.
Well, that's fine if you have time to file that, but if you're plucked off the roadway they give you at least 30 days when you get a traffic ticket to appear. When I get my traffic ticket on day 1 and a half or day 2, I already got my claim of trespass against that guy filed. If you have enough time. If they pull me in out of the car immediately, I'd ask the court, leave a court for paper, pen, and ink. Can I please properly answer the court? And it's how long it's going to take. It took me 2 minutes to write a lawsuit for Bali in England at the clerk of the court's window at 4:28, and they'll close on 4:30. Give me 2 minutes, and I think I could properly answer this court, and I think we'll get this all squared away in 2 minutes. Here you go. Can you give me just a paper, pen, and ink? And I think we can nail this. I think we can knock this out in 2 minutes. Yeah, I get that. But if you're plucked off the highway, the roadway, whatever, thrown into a cage, and then the next thing is you appear before a judge, you've got to be able to think on your feet because you didn't have time to respond.
I need paper, pen, and ink. You just I require paper, pen, and ink so I can properly answer this court. They said, well, you could talk to me. No, I can't talk to you. I said, because you might interpret what I'm saying to be perceived as derisive or divisive, or it might be have an attitude or a tone of voice, and I don't want anybody to take anything in the wrong way. I would like to just put my answer before this court, paper, pen, and ink. I think that'd be the proper way to proceed. I don't think if I open my mouth, I've seen it where people have rolled their eyes or they smack their lips and they get 30 days, 60 days in contempt of court. I think it would be best for my self-preservation to have, require of you to give me paper, pen, and ink so I could properly answer you in a proper manner. So that way it could be recorded. They could be filed and it could be recorded for all times.
Okay, I get that. But what's wrong with saying I'm only a man and an idiot to the Law Society?
Because he doesn't hear you. He doesn't hear you. He's looking for the legal person. He's not looking for the man.
Okay.
Right, but if you put it in writing that you're not the legal person, you're the man, he's got to file it. And now he's screwed.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, because how could he rebut it? He's got it right there. Now he's got to put it in the case. Now he's got to put it in the case file, right? He's a clerk.
It's on the record then.
That's right. It's been filed, and when you open your mouth, then it's on the record. After you open your mouth, it's on the record. Until then, it's just filed. And usually he'll read it out loud to court. I think Gus said that the other day to me. Somebody put something into the court the other day, and Gus did, I think he said, and then the judge read it out loud. And that's why I'm realizing this the more and more I go to courts. When I'm handing the notices to the judges and the prosecutors, the judges and the prosecutors are actually the ones recording it into their case.
Yes, I understand.
I can't record it into their case. They can. Because they speak this legalese. They speak in the second dimension. I don't. If I speak in their case and under their charges, then I'm a legal person. If the court could actually see and take notice of what I said.
Okay.
Oh, man, that's a mind fucker, huh?
Yeah, it really is. It's really
it is. It's a lot of fun. It's a game.
It's really, the lawyers have really set people up here, but
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but it's also a challenge to navigate.
Good. It'll make you really be a man. It'll show you. It'll show you that you're really a man. It'll make a man out of you.
Oh, I agree.
That's what a judge said. A judge said that to some guy the other day. He called me over my show, and he said that he was giving the judge all this man stuff, and the judge held him in contempt of court. Gave him, I forgot how much time she gave him, and she says, "I am going to make a man out of you." She said, "You want to play this game? Oh, okay. I'm going to make a man out of you." So it's like she wants to really see, can he come to court and can he really act like a man? These judges aren't stupid. They know the difference between a legal person and a man.
Yes, they absolutely do.
Right. And if you want to play man, she's going to challenge you. Oh, let's see if you really are a man. Let's see if you're good as you say you think you are. And it's a lot of fun because they give you all kinds of booby traps to step right into. And boy, you guys just step into them and it just blows up all over you all the time. It's like, okay, fine, you're not a man, you're a legal person. Here we go. And
they're very good at the booby trap.
Yeah, it's a booby trap. Right. You got to be extremely careful. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but my point was all this discussion about common law, it seems like wasted time. Because all you have to do is not be the person. And that's all they care about. That's all they have to.
But they have to see it in writing because persons only exist on paper. So you have to put it in writing. You keep saying, open your mouth in court, open your mouth. You can't open your mouth in court because persons don't have a mouth in court.
Okay.
They exist in paper. You have to put it in writing. You keep saying, well, just say this. And you can't say nothing in court unless you're a legal person because the only legal characters, we've got a legal show going on. We got a legal play. We got a legal act. We got a legal procedure going on. And only legal characters and legal actors are allowed to participate. The judge is just a character. The judge, my dog is a judge. He could judge whether that bone is should he chew on a bone or should he just walk away from it. My dog's a hell of a judge. But that's just a character. That's not what he is. He's a man or he's a dog. He's a character. He's just playing. He's acting as a judge. This man is just acting as a judge. That man's acting as a prosecutor. They want me to act as a defendant. If I do anything but act as a defendant, if I say, no, I want to be a man, well, we don't see that in the script here. No, let me see. Does the script say man is to appear, scene 1, act 2? No man here. Sorry. If you want to be the defendant, though, we'll listen to you. But if you want to be a man, no, that's not part of this play. Nope, sorry. We can't play here. It's a game.
Oh, it is a game, and a person is just a persona. It's a mask. So if you want to put it on, you're going to go for a ride, but don't put on the mask. Don't put on a persona.
Well, yeah, it's the character as a persona. It's not so much the person as a persona. A person is a man.
No, if you look back on the etymology, look at the etymology of the word person. It goes back to persona. Okay,
it just means mask. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a mask.
Right. It's a man. A person is a man. See, this is how I got into Bali's court, because Bali kept saying he was a man, and the judge kept saying they're looking for the legal person. And I jumped up and I said, the person that this court seeks is present in this court at this time. And Bali thought I was throwing him under the bus. He's like, what? You're admitting that I'm a person? Yes, you are a person. You are a Punjabi person. You are not a legal person. And then the judge asked me, what's the difference? I said, a person is a man who, according to his rank in his society, he owes a certain duty and obligations in which he is obliged to conduct and carry out. If he fails in those duties, the society may impose upon him. Now, this legal society is trying to impose upon this man, who's clearly not a legal person. He is clearly a Punjabi person. So there's not going to be a meeting of the minds here. They're two separate persons. This is not the legal person you're looking for. This is a person, but not a legal person. So that's how the judge got into said, well, and then he asked me what's my name, and I asked, and he spelled my name out for him so he could write it down. He says, you may be seated next to your friends. Because I said I think I could, assist and aid this court in resolving this matter, quite quickly. It's because he was going to reschedule it for 6 months because the person refused to appear. He says, is the person known as Walrus Man appear? And the other two people, I don't remember their names. Are they present at this time? And they said no. And I said, yes, they are. And I jumped up and said, the persons whom this court seeks are present before this court at this time. But not in the legal person. They're not. They are here as persons.
You can be a person that's a member of a family. Not a legal person, but I'm a member of the Fishman family.
Right. You wear a hat. You wear a mask. The mask of dad, or the mask of uncle, or the mask of grandpa, or the mask of grandson.
Yeah, exactly.
You wear a mask, right. No matter how old you are, you'll still be a little grandson. You'll be a little fucking toddler as far as grandma is concerned. You're still a grandson. You're a little baby.
Right. All right. Well, I said my piece. I just wanted to clear that up that I don't think that the discussion on common law is so productive. But really, with these guys, you just got to demonstrate you're not the person.
You are a person. You are a person.
You're not the person.
In what form of a person?
You're not the person.
We're all persons.
You're not the legal person for whom they are looking.
But you didn't say that. You say you're not the person. I am always a person. I've been a person since the day I've been born.
I didn't say
but I'm not a legal person. What's that?
I didn't say a person. I said the person, and the person to whom they're looking, who they're looking for. No.
Yeah, what I'm just trying to say is when you said you're not the person, it's like, okay, I am the person, but the person in whose society? Whose society are you looking in? If you're looking into the legal society, you're not going to find me.
Right. That's why I'm an idiot to the law society.
Legal society. Not law society. Legal society. There's a big difference.
Okay.
It's written in legalese, Chinese, Cantonese, Japanese, not lawlese. This law is universal. Legal is only for a couple of 100 million people. The rest of the planet does like Sharia law. They're not legal persons. They're Sharia persons or Punjabi persons. They're not legal persons over there in Saudi Arabia. They have no idea what legal means over there. They are not a legal person. They have no freaking clue what you're talking about. They don't have a legal society over there. They have law societies over there. You better believe they have law societies over there in Saudi Arabia. But they have a legal society? No, that's ridiculous.
Okay, we're going to move on. Thank you, Mark.
Yes, indeed.
We have guest number 16. You've been unmuted.
Yeah. Hey, Carl, they always give you fair warning on contempt of court, correct or not?
Oh, I have no idea. It depends whose court.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you fair warning in my court.
Well, any legalese court, they give you a fair warning. The judge always say, if you do that again, I'll hold you in contempt of court. They always do that, even in federal court. I've always...
They'll say, do what again?
Yeah.
Well, then I guess you're trying to say to them, so, well, I'm not competent in your rules. Why did you invite me here? Why did you summons me to appear if you knew I wasn't competent to act in the proper manner?
Do you know where I'm coming from, though, Carl?
No,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Nope.
They always give you a fair warning. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say, Carl. You're a good man. I like what
I'm just trying to say. If the judge says don't do that, like I said, it was so funny. I helped some guy. He was one of these crazy, what do they call, anarchist kind of people.
Right.
He was throwing a whole bunch of rocks at a bank window, him and his buddy, and they broke in all the windows in the bank in North Carolina from a rooftop from across the street. So obviously they got arrested. This man was 37 years old, and I could see if he was 17 or something like that, but this guy was 37 years old. I mean, Andy Griffith, they had this little guy who would throw rocks through windows. Ernest T. Bass would throw rocks through the window. And that's what this guy reminded me of. He was like 37 years old, throwing rocks through the bank window at 2 o'clock in the morning just to protest the banks or whatever he was thinking. I don't know. But anyway, he asked me for help. I said, yeah, sure. I said, it's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard, but yeah, I'll get you out of it. So it was easy to get him out of it because I knew the bank has an insurance company, and they are insured for damage to the bank. So it was the state of North Carolina versus this man, and all I basically did was to explain in a notice that the state has no standing because the state has no loss.
the state has not accrued any kind of harm or injury or damages due to this man's acts. This was conducted against private property, because when a bank is closed or anything is closed, it converts over from public property to private property. So this man trespassed upon private property. The bank has been indemnified through their insurance company, and the only persons that would have a legitimate claim or complaint of damages would be the insurance company. And I don't see where the insurance company is before this court at this time seeking compensation for the money that it laid out to replace those windows. So I require this case to be discharged in its entirety. So the judge saw that, and the judge discharged the case. But what was funny is the judge said, okay, fine, this case is discharged. And the guy smiled at the judge, and the judge says, what are you doing? And the guy said, what? He says, 30 days, contempt of court. So see, I love that judge, because the judge was like, this little bastard got away with it by using, the law. He knows the law. He got away with going out to jail for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days and breaking the bank windows. He's not going to pay for the bank windows, and he's going to get out of jail free by this piece of paperwork that, somebody like Karl Lentz put in there for him. So he's going to walk out scot-free. And he knew this 37-year-old man was laughing, thinking like, I broke all the bank windows and I'm getting away with it. So as soon as the judge said, okay, case discharged, the guy smiled. He says, why are you looking at me like that? He said, looking at you like what? He said, 30 days, contempt of court. So he didn't give him fair warning.
Well,
so like I said, when you're in their court, I don't care if you put the best paperwork in like I did for this guy, and I don't care if your case gets discharged. I'm telling you, if the judge is going to put you in jail for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days to teach you a lesson, he's going to do it. And it was so funny because the guy's mom called me up. He says, she said, he's in jail. I said, what? It didn't work? She said, no, the case was discharged, but the judge said he didn't like the way he looked at him at the end of the – he said, what? He said he smiled and he looked at the judge. But the guy wears like Coke bottle glasses. I don't know what he meant by he gave this judge a look. He said he just looked at the judge, and the judge said, why are you looking at me like that? He said, looking at you like what? He was like, 30 days, contempt of court. Take him away. So like I said, when you're in there,
what was the reasoning for the 30 days?
Just because the judge didn't like the way he was looking at him.
Okay, but he can't put that on the record like that. Something's going to have to show up on the docket sheet, right? I mean, it's going to have to say
contempt of court, that he was just in contempt. Yeah. And that's it. It's so funny. I mean, when these judges want to get...
He should have just kept his mouth shut then.
Yeah.
There's almost nothing he could have done. Almost nothing that he could have done. But just the same thing that happened with me in England and Bali and them. All his Punjabis, friend, when the judge said case discharged, all of the little Punjabis, well, some of them were tall, these Punjabis started to clap. And I jumped up and I said, in little court decorum, please. I said, keep it in your pants. Wait till you get outside. Wait till you take it home. We're in a public setting. Stop clapping. And it was so funny. I said to them, the judge hasn't removed himself from the bench. He could have said, did I say discharged? I said, no, guilty is charged. I said, you guys just got to calm it down. I said, he hasn't left the bench. You can reverse the decision. Oh, it's hysterical, man. How it's just, these guys. I said, the prosecutors, I said, they have feelings too. I said, you don't see them when they win. You don't see them cheering that they got a conviction. I said, little court decorum, little discretion, please. There was no bailiffs at the trial because they saw how I handled the Punjabis at the preliminary hearing. They didn't need no bailiffs. They knew I was going to knock their heads together if they messed around.
I appreciate everything that you do, man. You're a good guy. You've helped a lot of thousands of people out here just understand what's going on.
You should hear the latest audio. Did you send that out to everybody, Karl, or?
No, just a couple of people.
I'm going to put it up on the website.
Yeah, put that on the web, and I'll listen.
This guy, I mean, how long is it? 15 minutes or something like that? 16 minutes?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And the guy is going, Karl was right. And he got his child back or whatever.
Yeah, the man from Barbados, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to understand him.
Yeah, he sent me some pictures of him and his son.
Oh, that's...
So I told them, make sure you send me some pictures, because I don't ask them for no money. So I said, you know what, you got to send me pictures. You can't, you got to send me something.
Yeah, did you get them yet?
Yeah, I got them. Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you put them, are you going to put them up on your website?
If I ever do website stuff, Gus always does it for me.
Oh, okay.
It's funny. Gus always takes care of that good stuff for me, man.
Thanks for all your knowledge, Karl, and God bless you. And, hey, man, keep up the good work. Keep teaching us how to get in here and do these guys right. Because they are wrongdoers. They do everybody wrong.
Well, they're just gonna make a man out of you, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
They're picking up where your mom and dad left off.